So in this video, we are going to go over adding and subtracting polynomials and then classifying polynomials. So there's a few things with classifying you want to make sure. So there's two charts, and one is based off a degree, and then the other one is based off the number of terms. So the degree is how you find the exponent of the variable. So this x really has a 1, so that's why it's considered linear. This highest exponent right here is a 2, so that's why it's considered quadratic. Now notice when you have two different variables, x and y, and they're stuck together, you add them, but we're not going to really do that much in this class, so 2 plus 1 is 3, and then these exponents right here, 2 plus 2 is 4. So the degree is always the highest exponent. Now the number of terms, this is all one term. These are two terms. So one term is monomial, two terms is binomial. This would be one term, 2, and then 3. That's called a trinomial. And then anything 4 or more, we just kind of classify as polynomial, even though technically they are all polynomials. So, for example, I give you a few of these problems, and we have to match it up. So the first thing you want to do is look at the degree. The degree tells you the highest exponent. So the highest exponent for here is a 2. So then that would be quadratic. The highest exponent here next to the x is a 1. So we call that linear. Highest exponent is 3. So that's cubed or cubic. Now there is no variable, so that is just a constant. Now we will count the number of terms. One term, 2, 3. We call that a trinomial. Two terms is a binomial. Think of a bicycle with two wheels. There are 4 terms, so we're just going to classify that as a polynomial. And then when it's one term, it's monomial. Now, for adding and subtracting, you are going to notice that there is an adding sign here. If there is an adding sign, that's exactly what we are looking for. We want this right here. You actually want to look at it, okay? You want to see that it's a plus sign. When it is a plus sign, you get to actually take care of the parentheses. So the parentheses go away. For some reason, my pen's not working, so I'm using the mouse. So sorry if this handwriting is horrible. So the only type of work that I need to see for this is underlining, like terms, circling, boxing up. So for example, 3x squared plus 7x squared is 10x squared. Then negative 2 plus 7 is going to be a positive 5. Now notice it says that it needs to be written in standard form. That means the variable with the highest exponent goes first, all the way down the road to a constant. You're going to do the same thing for slide 6. We have a plus sign. So that means the parentheses are actually can go away. Act like they're not there. And then we can combine like terms. Now, when we get into subtraction, that's going to be a little bit different, okay? So like terms for this one, start with the highest exponent, 7x squared plus 3x squared gets you 10x squared. Go down the road to x, and then 2x, 1x plus 2x gets you a 3x. And then lastly, the negative 5 plus 7 gets me positive 5. I'm not going to do slide 7. You can try it on your own. The answer is right, so make sure that you type it correctly. Number 8, you need to distribute the negative sign when it's minusing. So that negative is going to change everything in the second parenthesis. It's going to be negative 3x to the third, and then minus the 3. So notice that we have the 5 plus 8x to the third. Nothing is going to change that. There's nothing in front of that parenthesis. So then from there, we combine like terms. Start with the biggest exponent first. 8x to the third minus 3x to the third gets you 5x to the third. 5 minus 3 gets you plus 2. The work that I need to see is the distribution and then the underlining of like terms.